Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Very welcome to our magic room of Ruijie Cloud ISP. I'm your dear Camilla, the marketing manager of Ruijie. And it's my great honor to have you all to participate in this online launch event. Thank you very much. Today, we are very excited to introduce you Ruijie Cloud ISP, a brand new cloud platform tailored for ISP businesses. Designed around real ISP scenarios, it enables customized business workflows, centralized monitoring for small and numerous projects, quicker service response, and greater operational efficiency all help to reduce your total cost of ownership. So, are you excited to explore the new cloud? We are about to begin today's journey. Our webinar today will be divided into three main parts. First, we will look at the major pain points of real ISP scenarios. Then, we'll walk you through key features of Ruijie Cloud ISP, designed specially to address those challenges mentioned in the first part. And finally, we'll let you to experience the Cloud ISP by yourselves. Throughout the session, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask in the chat box. We have a very professional team that is always waiting for helping you. Now, let's get started with the first part, the main pain points. About the first pain point, let me ask you, how many tenants do you have? So you can type your answer in the chat box. Does anyone here manage more than like 1,000 tenants? Or do you have more than 1,000 users? Does anyone has more than 1,000 users? You can type your answer in chat box. Okay, I saw one person. Yes. How to pronounce your name? Sorry. Yes, said more than 1,000 users. Okay, so more than 2,000. Does anyone has more than 2,000 users? Anyone more than 2,000 users? Maybe not here. But I'd like to know that with so many users, like more than 1,000 or more than 500, how do you usually handle the device setup? One by one is not possible, right? Especially when you have hundreds or thousands of users. The batch configuration is necessary. I know that some platforms support like batch configuration, but only for the online devices. But how to batch configure the offline or the not installed products? How to do the batch pre-configuration? Do you have any good idea? Next, when we talk about platforms, may I know which platform are you using now? Are you totally satisfied with it? Actually, we interviewed several ISPs to better understand the platforms they are using. We found that normally they are using the third-party platforms. And the two major challenges are, first, the high cost. Most third-party platforms are paid and charge according to the number of managed devices or the functions required. The second is the incomplete features and low usability. Some platforms only offer monitoring, but cannot resolve it remotely. Others fail to link end users with specific projects in the system, making it difficult to quickly locate and respond to customer complaints. So, dear audience, are you also struggling with the same problem? Then, with a great number of users, like more than 500 or more than 1,000, maintenance has become a critical task. You receive very frequent complaints from users, and among them, the most frequent request must be the changing the Wi-Fi password. Just think of this. If you have 1,000 tenants, and each tenant or each user asks you to change their Wi-Fi password just like once a year, you'll have to change 1,000 times password every year. Facing this challenge, do you have any good ways to resolve it? Okay. So friends, if you have experienced any of the issues we just mentioned, then Ruijie Cloud ISP is truly what you need.
Meet Ruijie Cloud ISP. For ISPs, the hidden operating costs include bandwidth setup, device procurement, management costs, and installation costs. Now, everything is the past. With Ruijie Cloud ISP, 15% off your operating costs. How do we make it happen? In the pre-installation stage. Still need to configure home routers one by one? Create a configuration template. Scan to add devices all at once. Apply the configuration with one click. Now all the setups are done in 4 steps. Pre-configure in bulk. Save time and effort. In the maintenance stage. Crazy about all the after-sale issues? Now you can monitor all projects in our visualized dashboard. Zoom in comprehensive diagnostics for remote troubleshooting. If subscribers want to manage by themselves, directly share the link to authorize them. No need to be on-site, but with total control. One family, one cloud. Ruijie Cloud ISP, tailored for ISP businesses.
So let's move into the second part of today's session, a complete look at the key features of Ruijie Cloud ISP. Simply put, the core features cover almost the entire ISP business process, starting from before installation, where cloud can help you to do the batch configuration and batch upgrade, to the monitoring stage, let the dashboard give you a comprehensive view of all the projects, and finally to the maintenance, where minor after-sales issues are easily handled without stress. First, compared to the Ruijie Cloud, on Ruijie Cloud ISP, with batch configuration and batch upgrade, there is no need to configure all devices one by one. For batch configuration, there are only 4 steps to complete. First, customize one template. For home projects, you can quickly select and fill in the key sections. Please note that for the Wi-Fi name, the prefix can be fixed, and the last part can be changed automatically according to the MAC address of devices. The second step is creating a task and choose the projects where you want to apply it. The task applies to both online and offline devices. For the not installed devices, after a bulk import, you can pre-configure the Wi-Fi names and passwords, generate one QR code to stick on the device. When the installers arrive at users' homes, they just plug in the devices and users can connect by scanning the QR code. Very easy and quick. Plus, even after devices go online, configurations can still be modified in bulk. No need to adjust them one by one. We also heard from many ISPs that there is a strong need for auto upgrade option for devices. Manual updates can be a hassle, especially when the devices are running in different projects, where each upgrade requires reselecting the desired version. To solve this, Ruijie Cloud ISP supports cross-project upgrades, allowing you to manually select the projects and firmware. You can also choose automatic upgrade, scheduling updates by project and time, with devices being upgraded to a new version already proven. So, if you like this function, the batch configuration, batch pre-configuration, and also the batch upgrade. You can just type like in the chat box, okay? It can help you to save your effort and time. Now let's move on to the next feature, the dashboard for ISPs. The dashboard is the one you must have, help you to have comprehensive and timely monitoring. With thousands of tenants, monitoring project health is a daily task. That's why a dashboard is essential. It shows project health at a glance. From this interface, you will have, at the top, the number of projects and devices. At the middle, a map helps quickly understand the main distribution of projects. On the right, the real-time alarms, and also the top projects with the highest usage. In addition, projects can also be displayed in a card view. This makes it easy to check the status of up to 100 projects at once, clearly showing which are running smoothly and which need attention. Now we are getting to the headache, the repetitive minor after-sales issues. But don't worry, we will give you a smarter and more efficient way to handle them too. When dealing with electronic device problems, Reboot is always the first try, right? So same for home routers. We reorganized the buttons for the most used features to make them easier to find. Just go into the project, then you will quickly spot the Reboot button here. If Reboot cannot fix the problem, we recommend using the network tools. Ruijie Cloud ISP brings together all the basic home use detection tools in one place, making them easy to access and use. Sometimes, devices get reset by accident, maybe from lightning or users pressing the reset button while troubleshooting. That means lost settings and a trip to fix it. Now, with Ruijie Cloud ISP, you can turn on the Disable Reset button during setup stage, or even after the installation. You can open it in the project's configuration page. Even if the device gets reset, the WAN port and Wi-Fi settings are retained, while other settings are restored to default values. Then, as we mentioned before, remote password change is a common feature. We also placed this button in a very easy to find spot. But that's enough? We don't think so. Changing passwords is easy, but happens a lot, and users often want it done quickly and their own way. So, Ruijie Cloud ISP lets you share a link to users to change passwords by themselves. Enter the home project. You can grant only the permission to change the password. After generating the link, send it to the users. This way, your users get control only to customize the Wi-Fi passwords. Avoid them changing other settings and keeping everything secure. Actually, Ruijie Cloud ISP can not only share projects to end users, but also to other roles. For example, if different employees are responsible for different areas, it's hard to manage when all the projects are mixed. With Ruijie Cloud ISP, you can create project groups and assign them to different employees. In this way, each employee can only access and manage the projects within their own group, reducing confusion and avoiding mistakes while handling large number of projects. Then, Ruijie Cloud ISP also supports open APIs that allow you to access and view Ruijie Cloud data from your currently using platform. Through simple API, your current platform can get this information from Ruijie Cloud ISP. The account details. Fetch your account information. Network groups. Access network group list. Authentication. Manage the vouchers and accounts, like you can create, delete, or even update the user's account. And also the device management. You can monitor your device's status, like get the device list, get device flow trend for last 24 hours, get device event log, and so on. And for more detailed information about the API of Ruijie Cloud ISP, you can visit the link in the chat box. Okay. So till now, there are all the key functions of Ruijie Cloud ISP that I would like to introduce you today. Okay, so now it is the interface of Ruijie Cloud ISP. As soon as we switch to Ruijie Cloud ISP, this is the first thing that we can see. It is the dashboard. It is the dashboard, just like we introduced earlier. So you can see my mouse, right? Okay, thank you. On the top, you will have the number of projects and also the number of devices. And also on the right part, you will have the alarms and also the top 10 projects. Also, in the center, it is the most eye-catching part, the map. Because I'm using a test account, we can only see some demo projects here. But if you have some real projects, the map will give you a very quick overview of their distribution and quantity. So compared to the original Ruijie Cloud, this page makes centralized device management much easier and more efficient for ISP businesses, right? Next, if you want to have a more clear overview of all your project status, you can just click here on the left part, the second button here, the projects. Click the projects here. And then on the top right, you can switch the view mode at the top to the card layout. In this page, it's very easy to spot issues. The color indicators help you quickly identify any abnormal projects at a glance. And here, also on the top, we have abnormal button. You can even set your own rows for abnormal. Just check, 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 and OK. So that's it. Can you follow me? OK. Next, on the left, let's click Batch Configuration button. I will quickly walk you through how to create a template in just a few steps. First, we create a template here. Add template. Here, add template. And let's see that I'm making the template for home scenarios. So I'll check home Wi-Fi support here. And I'll check disable reset and also the Wi-Fi settings. So let's give the name for home. And then open the disable reset button. Next, about the Wi-Fi settings. The first thing is to give a name of this Wi-Fi. So you can choose same Wi-Fi name for all projects or unique Wi-Fi name for each project. Attention here, if we choose the unique name, the first part of the name stays the same, and the last parts are auto-generated based on the MAC address of devices. For example, I will give you home project, for example. Okay. And then about the password, I'll have the password here. Then click OK. So template added successfully. Here, the next step is go to add task. Give a name to this task. Task IP or home. Okay, next. And this is where Ruijie Cloud ISP stands out, friends. You can apply the template not only to the online projects, but also to offline or to the not yet installed projects for pre-configuration. If you are pushing to offline projects, you can just click the Add Project here, this button. Choose Import Multiple Projects via Excel. Download the template, fill in it, and upload it then. So that's it. From there, the new devices become plug and play. Once they are installed on site, they are ready to go. So this is the batch pre-configuration for your new devices. Then let's experience more in the projects. Click here, the projects, the second button on the left part. The second button here, projects. You can choose one project here. You will have like 5 home demos if you did the check-in. So you can choose one home demo here. I'll choose like home demo 7. And this one. So are you keeping up? Are you following me? Just say something to me, my friends. Oh my God, I'm alone. Can you see my screen? Yes, yes. Thank you. So as I mentioned before that, we have many buttons and we reorganize the most used button on the first page. For example, the details, the web, the pin, reboot, and also delete here. If you want to reboot remotely your device, you can just click here, reboot, and confirm. Reboot and confirm. This is a demo project, don't worry. And then about changing the Wi-Fi password, you can click configuration here, and in this page, you can click edit. Then you can just change the password or give a password to this Wi-Fi. And the next is about the disable reset. Do you remember that we have this button in the pre-configuration, in the batch pre-configuration time? If you forgot to open this button or to turn on this button in the pre-installation stage, you can also turn on this button here in the project. Okay, now the next feature I'd like you to try is share the link to end users. Share the link to end users. Let's see you want to let one home user change their own Wi-Fi password. So you can click here on the top right here, share project. Click here, share project. The first thing is to add one row. You can just add this guest or also add one new row. For example, I'd like to add one new row. Give a name to this row, for example, and user for password only. And then choose end user. Home Wi-Fi support. All right. That's it. Click OK. And then, OK. Then you will get this link. In this way, you can share this link to your home user. You give your user only the permission to change the password, avoiding them changing other settings and keeping everything secure. Pretty convenient, right? Copy this link and share it to your user. So that's about all of the functions in the project. On the left part, you have all, for example, the permissions, create employee accounts, share projects with end users, and also share projects with partners. And also, in the services part, we will have SD-WAN, API here. As we mentioned before, the Ruijie Cloud ISP supports Open API and allow you to access and view the data from your currently using platform. The data includes such as the account, the network groups, and also authentication and so on. For the detailed information, you can just click here, the API documentation. So you will have this page to get more detailed information. Okay, I think that's all I'd like to show you. I'd like to show you in the Ruijie Cloud ISP. To sum it up, Ruijie Cloud ISP is tailored for ISP businesses, bringing together a wide range of practical features. We warmly invite you to explore more Ruijie Cloud ISP by yourselves. And we always open to your feedback and suggestions.